All right, it's August 9th, 2026. Anybody ever had like a personal conversation with somebody that was explicit? I was just having one of those conversations on the phone with someone. And if you sitting in the car next to a kid, you supposed to say, hey, I'm sitting in the car next to a kid. What you talking about right now? You know, kids shouldn't hear. Especially if you got your cell phone connected to the car speaker. Like, you supposed to say, okay, it's kids in this car right now. If you talking about anything that's practically a rated R type of conversation, a mature type of conversation, out of common decency, you supposed to say, okay, well, there's kids in the car. Like, imagine somebody calling up your phone and they say, yeah, I've been celibate for 4 years. I've been sober for 3 years. I think something messed up happened in the past. And they start talking about a bunch of explicit stuff and, reaching out to lawyers and attorneys about it. Anybody with common decency would say, okay, it's kids in the car, or they go take their phone off of Bluetooth and they go put their phone up to their ear. I just called my mom's phone and talked about some stuff. And she sat right next to my niece and didn't say a single word. Didn't even tell me she was sitting next to my niece. Didn't even tell me that she had a kid in the car. And didn't even tell me that the phone was Bluetooth to the car. Just let me talk. Sitting next to a kid. Then I called back and asked, do you got the cell phone Bluetooth to the car? She said, yeah. I said, are you sitting next to a kid? She said, yeah. And I said, well, why did you just let me talk? Unbelievable, yo. This is something this happened to me before. But people has tried to reverse it and make me look like a villain because there are certain videos that I recorded in the past that I tried to put up on YouTube, right? And before I could finish getting my point across in the video that I'm recording, it will stop while I'm in mid sentence and say, your account of storage is full. I got videos up on my YouTube showing when I did like a whole reset on my phone, and I deleted a lot of videos, deleted a lot of pictures, deleted every app that was in the phone that didn't come with the phone. I mean literally every app. And I'll still get a notification saying your account storage is full, your phone is full. And I said that mean the phone is hacked. So I would download Facebook and go live and then record a video on Facebook Live, because when I try to record a video on my camera phone, on my camera, it will stop and say your storage is full because someone has a hack on my phone to where they can prompt my phone to say that your storage is full when it's nowhere near full. So it's basically like they corner me up to only be able to go live on Facebook. And then they'll take the live videos that I put up on Facebook and they'll say, okay, he's sharing this to everybody. He's saying explicit things and stuff like that. And then they'll try to depict me to look like I'm stupid. And there's other people that shouldn't be hearing the stuff that I'm talking about. So they try to make it look like that it's not just that way with my cell phone. They'll try to make it look like I'm actually that way around other people. So I was on the phone just about 10 minutes ago, and I said, this is why I reached out to an attorney in Michigan. So a lot of these police officers, what they've done to me, a lot of these physicians, what they've done to me when I went to different doctor offices and stuff like that, when I was in California, and also when I was in Michigan, they would look at me and they say, I recognize that man. That's the man that uploaded that explicit video on the internet. February 6, 2025, somebody hacked into my Facebook account that I just created and uploaded something explicit up there. And then March 23rd, 2025, they hacked in my phone and uploaded something explicit again because my Facebook was suspended. I didn't see what got uploaded. I just know that you don't suspend Facebook accounts for fun. You don't do that just because something explicit got put up that went against some type of a rule or regulation. So it'd be some jackass that's a physician or something like that. When I was in California, or when I was in Michigan, I mean, it was times I said, listen, I want to get my urine and my blood examined. They looked at me and they said, oh, yeah, I recognize you. You know what I'm saying? I got an 18-year-old son or I got an 18-year-old daughter. And they put up a video that you that you put up on Facebook that was explicit. I ain't doing shit. I ain't helping you out. I'm going to look at you right in your face and I'm going to play clueless. It's a form of humiliation. So people try to make it look like it's not just social media with this guy. He's also an explicit person outside of social media in person and all of that other stuff. This is why on June 15, 2026, I recorded a video and I said, listen, I left and I went to the airport and I came back. I know for a fact that it was nothing in that bathroom when I left. When I came back, my mom told me, your underwear is in the bathroom. I said, no, it's not. And I said before, I say again, somebody put that in the bathroom. So, like, that's the only way while I was gone. So people has tried to make it look like, okay, well, even if this guy do reach out for some justice, we're going to make sure that people that are actually work for the city, work for the state, don't do anything. We're going to make sure that they don't do a damn thing about what he dealing with or what he going through. And we're going to do that by trying to basically make it look like this dude is so much of a scandalous person to the point where we go, like, basic common protocol, common procedure is, okay, if somebody go in and they say they want to get their urine in their blood, examine their urine in their blood. You know what I'm saying? Make sure it's not a sleeping pill in their system or something like that, something negative that happened. We gonna make it look like that this guy got to write a whole 10-page letter. 10-page letter, you know what I'm saying? We gonna make it look like he got to go through a whole 10-step plan. And what they really saying is all the Masons said, okay, we bothering this guy right now. That's what all the Masons are saying. We attacking this dude right now. And we gonna make it look like we not just moving in a satanic way. We gonna make it look like it's something negative and messed up that he's doing. So whenever he holding some conversation with somebody, make sure it look like he's the one that's real scandalous and messed up in the wrong, yo. So the whole point I'm making is, man, look, God bless to everybody. Happy birthday to my mother. But I couldn't believe that when I just made that phone call and I was talking about a bunch of stuff that I reached out to an attorney about and all that other stuff. Like, she didn't say a single word. She didn't say she's sitting in the car with a kid. She didn't even say that her phone was Bluetooth to the car to where a kid is listening to the stuff that I'm talking about. She just let me talk. And I said, you're doing it again. This happened before. It never fails. So that's like me sitting in the car. Somebody called my phone up and they start saying, yeah, I got a restraining order against this one lady. She crazy, man. She slashed my tires. We was at the strip club the other night. And I'm like, yo, hey, I hit you up later, yo. I'm sitting in the car. Hey, there's some teenagers in the car right now. They old enough to know this stuff probably be around, but hey, I'll hit you up later. But they're like, no, we want to make it look like everywhere this dude go, that's just the way he is. This is what Masons and Eastern Stars do. They politically persuade a whole nation of people, politically persuade a whole audience, and then turn that audience against people. It's basic politics. It's basic politics. This is what a lot of Masons and Eastern Stars do, yo. They said, okay, the only way the people go believe lies that we tell on you, we got to make a whole race of people look at you in a negative way. We got to make a whole group of people look at you in a negative way. We got to make a whole town look at you in a negative way. We got to make a whole race of people, you know what I mean? So we gonna start small, and then we just gonna work our way up and build our way up. Still to this day, nobody ever came and told me what got uploaded on my Instagram account, Thorough100, on March 23rd, 2025. That Facebook account that I created around February 5th, 2025, and it got suspended by February 6th, 2025. Nobody ain't told me nothing. And my Facebook accounts and Instagram accounts has been suspended other times, but those just the most vivid times, like the most recent times that was way more just obvious that somebody hacked into my account and put something explicit up. And then I didn't even see what got put up because they got a way to where they could put up a diversion on your phone. When I say diversion, I mean, you think you be on Instagram, you think you be on Facebook, and you don't be. Because it looks like it's a fake diversion of Facebook that be up. You know what I'm saying? So this is something that's been ongoing for a long time, and I had to record this video because I said, I asked just about 15 minutes ago. I said, were you recording me when I was on the phone with you? That was just manipulation 101. So I didn't want to like do this on the birthday of my mom's, but the main reason why I'm doing this right now is because I can't believe that I just called and I was talking about something that happened, and she just let me talk, sitting next to a kid, knowing that the phone is Bluetooth to the car. But again, in the past, there have been some men that they mess around with satanic worship. They're part of some cult. They're part of some brotherhood. They say, I don't like that guy right there. Something about that guy, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else that's in our cult said, hey, that guy right there, keep bothering him. He got some type of a connection. Just keep messing with him. And then they said, okay, well, we can't just go at him directly because people is going to say, well, I don't like that nigga. I mean, people's going to say, well, why you mess with him? And they're going to start to analyze the situation and analyze the scenery. And they're going to say, nah, something not right. So what we going to do is we going to try to make him look perverted. We going to try to make him look rude. We going to try to make him look, he don't got no respect and no common decency. So block his phone away from the real internet. When he tried to record a video on his phone, hurry up and jump in this phone and say, and prompt this phone up to basically display a notification that says your account storage is full when it's nowhere near full. They got hacks that can do that. They got hacks to where they can take your battery life and bring it all the way down to zero and make your phone turn off. And then while your phone is turned off, you think that your phone is off, but it's somebody else going through all of your account information, going through all of your videos, going through all of your internet information, and they doing nothing all day but uploading stuff on the internet. And then when you get on Instagram, you think it's the real Instagram. No, it's a fake diversion of Instagram. It's a falsified diversion of Instagram. This is why I tried to put a damn video up on Reddit the day before yesterday. And I didn't even have an option of like hitting upload. Every time I try to click it out, it's like it was shaded, like it was shaded out. It basically was not even optional to basically upload a video. That shows what they're doing. This happened to me when I was in St. George, South Carolina, the year 2023. I tried to unmute my microphone, and it was on permanent mute. That means that they got a permanent mute on my, this was on Snapchat, I mean. This was in the summertime in 2023. Every time I tried to talk on Snapchat, it had permanent mute on it. So they said, we're going to corner him up to the point where he only got an option of jumping on Facebook Live, and we go hack that also. And we go upload a video that's explicit on Facebook Live, and we go make it look like he did it. And everybody is going to be in on it, but we go act like he did it. So it's going to be some like crooked ass police officer, or probably somebody that worked for the city or worked for the state. They go basically go into some like personal secretive room and talk amongst each other, and they go say, okay, this guy Alvin right here, you know what I'm saying? They go bear witness and bear notice to whatever humiliating acts people is basically trying to inflict on me. That man, he in some secret society, he in some secretive brotherhood, and what he's going to do, and he's going to go in the room and he's going to basically handshake with somebody else and agree to basically, you know what I'm saying, try to inflict some type of negativity on me. But they're not going to do it in a way to where they're going to look like the bullies. They're going to make themselves look like the heroes. So we go push this guy in the corner, get him on edge. And when we done getting him on edge and start talking about everything, put a block on his phone to where he can't even upload videos on Twitter or on YouTube, where he can basically prompt the audience to be 18 or older. And then we go basically like just keep on going at him at that. Then when we done watching all of these videos and all this stuff, we go take him and upload it somewhere else, have somebody sign a petition. And then we go get this guy we go try to make this dude look like a scandalous person. This is what they do. They politically persuade a whole audience of people to look at me the negative way. And I said before, and I'm going to say this one more time. Nobody's robots. Even people that's in secret societies, they're not robots. They still talk. They still gossip. They still talk amongst each other. So that secret that you're a part of is not secretive amongst the people that you with. You're not a robot. You're not a robot. So this is why people was attacking me way back at the age of 17, 18. That was Masons and Eastern Stars. And every single time anybody said anything about me that was famous or not famous, anything that was stated, it still found a way to get back to me. And I don't mean that I heard it. I just saw the result of what was stated about me through the way people interacted with me and the way people communicated with me and the way people acted toward me. Because nobody's a robot. So whatever is stated about me, people carry themselves like, well, I'm not going to tell you, but I'm not going to respect you. I'm not going to tell you what was being said about you, but I'm not going to respect you. I'm going to talk subliminally, and I'm going to talk in the most rude, disrespectful way, storytelling type of way, and I'm going to talk about you most more than anything else. And people are going to bump elbows and giggle and smirk and smile and laugh and say, he talking about that nigga AJ, or she talking about AJ. This has happened in the past. When you sitting around in the lunchroom or something at work and everybody having a big conversation about something, they're going to be talking about you, but they're going to make it look like they're not talking about you. You know what I'm saying? So they're not going to violate whatever rule or whatever oath that they took, but at the same time, they're going to make sure that they still do what human beings do. You know, communicate. And to be 100% honest, the only reason I'm recording this video, because I think I got recorded while I was on the phone, and I'm already like trying to defend myself. This is what's been happening a long time. God bless everybody. It's 3:25 p.m. August 9th, 2026. And I see people putting posts up in February 2026 talking in a mocking way because I had a conversation with my mom on January 3rd, 2026. I never uploaded this video on the internet. I made sure that my niece was out of the car when I was having this conversation because I said some stuff about other people, including my brother and everything. In February 7th, 2026, I asked this lady to just take my cell phone and put the Wi-Fi code in. She walked in the back room and my phone wasn't the same ever since. Next thing you know, I see celebrities talking on the internet, and they talking in a mocking way like they saw a video or they heard a video or they saw a recording. And then in February 2026, I reached out to a couple deputies and I said, look, my phone is hacked. Look at this right now. I can't even check my email accounts right now. I cannot even check my YouTube. I mean, I can't even get on YouTube without some glitching and stuff like that. I cannot even look at my pictures and my videos. It's hacked. It is hacked. Somebody is on my stuff. They look right at me and say, well, that's the nigga that was, they was talking about in that meeting that we had with the Masons. That's the guy that right there that they was talking about in that meeting that we had with all the Masons and Eastern Stars. They was given a specific order before they even pulled up at the damn house and talked to me. February 2026. So as soon as they got there, they said, okay, well, we gonna argue this dude down about everything he talking about. We gonna act like we don't know what the hell going on when he talking about his phone getting hacked. And then we gonna try to make it look like that it's an act of heroism. We gonna try to make it look like we don't like this guy personally because we got 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds or 17-year-olds and 16-year-olds that put videos up on the internet that it's explicit. And they saying that it came from this Alvin guy. And they know damn well it didn't come from me. It came from somebody that was sacking in my phone at that tiny home shelter. And everybody know it. That's a Mason. And everybody know it. That's in the gang. And everybody know it. That's a part of some brotherhood or some cult. And everybody know it. That's in some fraternity or sorority. And they gonna let me know that they know it. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be direct. But you go see the sarcasm in conversation. You go see the subliminal statements in some type of a, conversation being held with somebody else. You go see the sarcasm. You go see the disrespect in the way people interact with me and the way people communicate with me. And then I'm wrong when I say this kind of stuff exists.